Let's talk about archiving. And let's say meron kayong mga certain cards na completed na siya, and para hindi maging too much clutter yung workstation ninyo or yung workspace or yung board, you could archive this. Now, don't worry kasi ang archiving, yan, wala na siya dito. Archiving is a temporary thing unless i-delete nyo siya. Okay? And since temporary siya, pwede siya uling ibalik sa board. Send to board. If list naman, pwede kayong mag-archive nung buong list or lahat lang ng cards, mame-maintain yung list. Okay? Then, pwede din yung Control C. Or is it, sorry, not Control C, but, yon, letter C lang pala. Not Control C, letter C lang. I-hover nyo lang over dun sa card na gusto nyo i-archive. Yan. Wala na lahat. Anyways, para ibalik yung mga naka-archive na card or list, just go here sa show menu. Dito sa archive items, yan. Pwede nyo uling ibalik sa board yung mga in-archive ninyo. Yan. So, that's how you archive the cards and the list. By the way, dito sa card, you could also archive sa labas. What if yung buong entire board ang i-archive? Let's say, completed na tong project na to. Moving on na tayo sa sales team, lahat. So, kailangan natin archive to. So, we need to go here. And then, close board. Dapat nga yan, archive board, no? Close board. Yan. Tapos, yan. Pwede nyo i-reopen dito or totally delete na. Or, punta na lang kayo dito sa boards and see close boards. What happens? Lahat ng naka-close na or na-archive, yan. And, nandyan na yung option nyo to delete and reopen. So, reopen natin. So, everything else, pag ni-reopen yan, kung ano yung status niya, position niya, ordering niya, will be the same thing. Yan. Wala namang nabago, diba? Yan pa rin yung mga list natin. Ito pa rin yung pagkakasunod-sunod ng cards. Yan. So, that's how archiving is. Now, let's talk about let's talk about sharing cards list or the whole board. Okay? Sharing dito, pwedeng sa labas. Ay, hindi pala. Moving and copy lang pala nandiyan sa labas. Pupunta ka talaga sa loob ng card para i-share mo siya. Yan, share. Tapos makikita nyo dito, di ba? Pwede siyang i-share only dun sa members ng team na yon, nung board. So, kung let's say, binigay mo to sa isang colleague mo, pero hindi siya part ng marketing, let's say, part siya ng sales team, hindi niya rin makikita yan. Kailangan muna siyang i-add dito sa team or ma-invite doon sa invite button here sa taas. Okay? Now, you could also embed this card in a, let's say, in a website. Then, ito namang email for this card would be, yung halimbawa, team member siya pero hindi siya member nitong group or ng board, but you want him to access itong particular card na to, then itong ibigay ninyo. Email for this card. Yan. Then, as you can see here, pwede nyo i-print. Kaya lang, di naman maganda yung itsura niya pag ipiprint. And, I don't think I don't know, maybe sometimes client would ask us to print, but for my case, wala pa namang nag-ask sa akin na mag-print. So, yon. And sharing, etong export JSON, more of sa programming purposes siguro yan. Kasi pag kinlik nyo yan, puro gibberish characters yung nandyan. So, basically, pag halimbawa may kachat ako na ka-member ko rin, nandito din siya sa board na to, ito lang ibibigay ko. Right-click ka lang dyan, and then click mo lang yung copy. And then, dun sa chat box ninyo, WhatsApp, sa Messenger, yun, dun mo na siya i-paste. Okay? So, yun yung card na yun. Pag yung buong board naman, eto, print and export. Yan, pwede siyang i-print and export. Or, ito yung link niya para ma-share. Pero dun lang sa members. Like I said, pag non-members, hindi nila makikita yung mga nasa loob. So, para makita ng mga members, let's say, na-add mo na siya, and na hindi naman naka-open yung Trello sa kanya, then ito na lang bigay mo. Then, kiklik niya lang yan para makita na ulit yung Trello. Yan. So, that's how you do navigate, manage your task and your project here in Trello. I'm very sorry kasi I thought we would be able to have some time to tackle about the advanced features of Trello. Pero mawawalan kasi tayo ng oras in the Q&A session. So, I would probably create another session na advanced features naman. But remember, dun sa advanced features, yung mga alam ko lang na advanced features yung itatakal ko or yung mga nagamit ko na sa client. The other advanced features, depende kung kailangan lang kasi, like ako nakaka-discover na lang ako ng advanced features pag kailangan ng client. Pag, pag biglang kinailangan ng sitwasyon, ng pagmamanage ng project, pagmamanage ng task, pag-organize, yung mga ganyan. But, in most cases, itong basic information lang na binigay ko, yung basic navigation na na-discuss ko all throughout this session, enough na yon para makapag-manage kayo ng isang Trello board on behalf of a client or ng sarili ninyong business. Okay? Now, let's start with the Q&A session. I hope we have still some more time. Else, we could have the Q&A session on a different date. Okay? So, I really hope marami kayong natutunan dito sa session na to. And this will be the same platform that I'm trying to put together for the Essentials Virtual Assistant. And yung talagang binuo kong tutorial sa Essential Virtual Assistant is something na hindi nyo pa siguro makikita sa YouTube, hindi nyo rin makikita pa dun sa ibang online course provider. Yan. Yun naman yung masasabi kong kakaiba dun sa aking Essentials for Virtual Assistant kasi it's totally different from what you probably have encountered kasi that is really based on my experience. As you know, I've been handling and getting direct clients and yun yung pinaka goal ko sa inyo na hindi kayo nakarely sa Upwork, hindi din kayo nakarely sa isang VA agency or agencies, but magkaroon kayo ng capability na makapag-hire kayo or ma-hire kayo ng isang direct client. Okay, that's why talagang pinagpupukusan ko ngayon na gawing maganda yung Essentials for Virtual Assistants. And it's a bit, nasa 90% na ako nun. And probably during this Christmas break, lalagay ko na siya dyan sa ating platform para by January 11, ready na siya para i-consume ng mga gustong maging virtual assistant. And if you're really interested, if you're really serious in becoming a virtual assistant, grab the opportunity na 299 lang siya at up until December 31st. Otherwise, pagtungtong ng January 1st, I have to put it back to its regular price na hindi ako nagkakamali, 799. Ayan. So, almost all of my courses is just ganon siya kamura kasi ang aim ko naman is tumulong, hindi naman talaga magkapera. Parang secondary ko na lang yung money o yung income. But basically yung skills ko na i-improve din dito, my way of talking to people, presenting to people also improves as I do this particular tutorials, courses, curriculums. All of this, I do it on my own. And I am being guided lang by experience, by the things that I know, by the clients that I have spoken to as well. Okay, sa mga naging consultants ko, parang mentor clients ko sila eh. Yung mga clients ko talaga mababait. So, whenever I got stuck into something, and they have expertise on it, they're freely giving and sharing their knowledge with me. So, yun yung gusto ko ring i-share sa inyo in that Essential Spiritual Assistant sa yung Social Media Masterclass. So, I hope you grab those online courses. Give yourself that education kasi hindi malayong itong home-based work ang magiging bagong workforce ng buong mundo. And like you know, COVID days is not yet over and mas lalong maiigting or lalong mag increase yung opportunity for home-based worker. Kaya i-grab nyo na yung opportunities na yan na ma-train kayo at ma-mentor kayo on what you do on starting up your own virtual assistant business and your own virtual assistant careers. Thank you very much and let's head on to the Q&A session.